Happy Thursday, everybody, or Saturday, or Sunday, whatever day you're listening to this. It's been a while. This is Brian Barnett with The Last Symptom, and maybe you've been wondering where I've been at. Been kind of on a little tiny sabbatical since we ended the 5th season of The Last Symptom podcast, and I never intended for there to be such a long period of time between the 5th season and the 6th season, but things have been going on, and I've just wanted to wait and allow people to catch up to the 5th season before we started the 6th season, and I've been involved in some other things as well. But I wanted to make this announcement that the 6th season is right around the corner. I was planning for it last week. Something come up, I didn't get to do it. I was planning for it this week. Something come up, I didn't get to do it. But I think I'm feeling pretty good about this week being able to start the 6th season of The Last Symptom podcast. So I'm looking forward to that. I've got the subject all picked out. I've been drafting it over the last few weeks, and so it should be a pretty good show. And so I just wanted to give you the shout out, let you know that The Last Symptom is still alive and well, and that there's still plenty of stuff for us to talk about. I know that the audio version of the show has thousands of listeners, and yet we only have a little bit over 1,000 members on our locals community. Wonder why that is. It might just be life. Life is busy for a lot of folks, and they don't have the time to be in our online community. But I wanted to tell you that if you like The Last Symptom content and the things we talk about and the insights that you get from the show, you're missing out if you're not part of our group. You can join by going to thelastsymptom.locals.com. And another way you can join us there is you can just simply download the locals.com app from the App Store to your phone and join us that way. It's painless, I promise. But there's a lot of good things we talk about there. You know, love our members there, love our supporters. A big benefit of being part of our community is that we regularly do live streams every Monday, and it's been very nice to be able to interact with folks in our community, talk about the things that are on your mind. And so that's something you're missing out on if you've only been listening to The Last Symptom podcast or watching The Last Symptom podcast on YouTube or Rumble. You've been missing out on our live streams. Those happen exclusively on our group. It's a nice way to have regular access to me outside of this show. So let me encourage you to go over there and join that. Of course, you've got thelastsymptom.com. That's my website full of resources. And all the links and everything that you need to know about are over there. So if you don't remember, hey, where was that locals community he's talking about? All you got to do is run over thelastsymptom.com and go into the paid and free resources, and you'll find a link to our group there. So I hope that the last month or so has treated all of you as well, that you've been doing well. You're hanging in there, you're treating yourselves nice, not permissively, but reasonably. And I'm looking forward to getting back into the swing of things here very, very soon. It's Saturday here for me. So if you're listening to this today, do something nice for yourselves this weekend. I think I'm going to watch a couple spooky movies and take it easy this evening. I was on the road for a few days and I just got home. And so time to treat myself nice, ain't it? Time for me to give myself what I need. And that's some relaxation and some just recreation. And so that's what I intend to do. I hope you folks are treating yourselves as nicely as I'm treating myself. And that's all I got to say, as Forrest Gump says. That's all I got to say about that. I'm going to pick up my boys from the kennel. It's always exciting when they've been in the kennel for a while and I've been off on the road. It's always exciting to me to come back and get to see my boys again, my dogs. You know, being at the kennel for them is like a vacation. They get to play with the other dogs, socialize and everything like that. They get a break from me, same as I get a break from them. Temperature dropped last night by
a lot. We've been in Indian summer, and the temperatures dropped. Now we're in proper autumn. It was cold last night. This is the type of weather I have been waiting for. Anytime I'm away, I send messages to the lady who runs the kennel, and I'm like, how's Emerson doing? How's Barley doing? She writes back and tells me the stories about how they're playing with the other dogs and stuff like that. It's like checking in on your kids, you know? That old Emerson, boy, he's an ornery cuss, but I love him so much. And Barley, his sidekick, there's no question about it. Emerson is the leader between those two, and he's very observant. He's always watching me, trying to take direction from me, trying to figure out what I want and what I'm thinking. Likes to be with me. Barley, on the other hand, looks to him. So it's interesting whenever I want to try to get them both to do something, or I'm trying to train both of them, what I do is I do it through Emerson. I'll give Emerson instruction. Emerson does it, and Barley is like watching Emerson and learning from him. It's much easier to do it that way than to try to work directly with them both. If I realized that if Barley is simply observing Emerson and following his lead, then really I only need to put my energy and my time into giving direction to Emerson, and Barley will follow. You see these signs here, like the wiggly signs that tell you the curvy road? I don't know if you knew this or not, but they actually indicate exactly the direction of the curves. It's not random. If the sign curves this way and then this way, that's exactly what the road will do. I used to have a girlfriend live down this road. Her name was Daisy. One of my very, very early crushes. She kissed me. One of my first kisses. Proper kisses. She lived out this way. And she died here this year in a kind of a tragic way. I hadn't seen her in 30 years, but word got back to me that she had died. Poor old Daisy. Right here, you see this house right here? That's Daisy's old house. That's the house she grew up in. It's all but abandoned. It is abandoned. I spent a couple nights at that house back in my teens. Up there. Good boy. Good boy. You stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Okay, Barley, come on. Good boy. Good boy. Oh. 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 Oh, man. You guys are filthy. You must have had all kinds of fun. Goodness gracious. I'm going to have to teach you guys how to hop in the back rather than having you both riding on the front seat. Emerson, you are filthy. My goodness, boy. They are covered head to toe in dirt. They don't even look the same color. That's how dirty they are. They've been playing in mud. Here we go. Just the good old boys, never meaning no harm.